Hi guys, welcome to video 5. So video 5 in our How to Become a Developer series is not knowing how to save money. I see so many property investors lose so much money because they don't know how to fix issues for the lowest cost. And only experience will actually tell you that. So in my team, I actually work with a few developers. One of those developers has been developing with us for 23 years. So you can imagine the kind of wealth of experience that goes into making things work for the most profit, right? So I want to give you some examples, but I think I've already explained one of the examples to you in a previous video of where we had some larger lots, and one of the consultants came back and told us that they wanted the building envelopes on a certain point. But at that certain point, there are a large number of trees on that property, which had meant that we would have had to get rid of the trees. So we would have had to get permits. We would have had to get someone in to take away the trees also, which would have cost us a lot of money. So by dealing with this and having people on my team that actually could foresee that and say, no, we don't want the building envelope here, we want it here because there are less trees, it actually made the block look better, the aesthetics look better, made it a better selling tool, but it also saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you want to go back through the other videos, you can find the explanation that I did on that. We're looking at a site now in Melbourne. There are severe water issues because the block slopes down. So how do we fix that? There's a huge amount of engineering that would have to go into that lot to actually pump it out. And where do we pump it? Can we pump it to the street? That's the big question. So what we decided to do was we decided to make one of the lots larger. What this did is if we had a larger lot, it soaked up more of the water flow. So that saved us a lot of money. You see how bigger isn't necessarily better? It's about managing risk, and it's about putting together a plan that will enable the development to work in a profitable sense, right? That is a water management plan. And getting rid of water is the biggest problem that you're going to have when you do these developments. It's how to save money. How can I look at a project and say, well, if I do it that way, that's going to cost me X, but if I do it this way, that's going to cost me less, and it's going to save me more time, and it's going to reduce my risk. It's about putting all that in together into a plan, and that's why having really experienced people on your team is really vitally important. If you don't know how to fix it, and you go to a consultant that says we're going to do this, you have to have in your mind, well, if I do it this way, what are my costs? And is it going to be cheaper than plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D? All right. So you have to work with it, right? Because remember, when he does something, he's getting paid. So he could put the building envelopes anywhere. He could put the fences anywhere, but you have to oversee it. So you're going to be the one that has to manage that whole project and say, well, if I did it this way, it's going to cost X. If I did it this way, it's going to cost Y. If I did it this way, it's going to be F. And you have to work out, and you have to manage these people. So these are just a few examples of issues that happen on the site that you have to manage, right? So you have to put your thinking cap on, and you actually have to manage these people now. So having the experience to actually understand how to save money is really critical in this game. In my Develop for Profit program, we manage the entire process for you. So you don't have to worry about all these certain issues. Having someone that is experienced on your team will actually save you money. Sometimes you don't even know what you don't know.